DKT UPSC CSE। अगर आप केवल सिविल सर्विस परीक्षा के प्रीलिम्स, मेंस और इंटरव्यू के वीडियो देखना चाहते हैं तो सब्सक्राइब करें DKT UPSC CSE चैनल। यहाँ आपको टॉपर्स के वीडियो रैंक के हिसाब से अरेंज मिलेंगे। चैनल के लिंक के लिए डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में जाएं।
Good evening everyone, my name is Sahitya and I have secured rank 24 in this year's Civil Services Examination 2021. In this video, I would like to talk about the learnings of my long years of preparation. I have been preparing for this exam since 2015. It has been my 6th attempt and it is the only time that I could get selected in the exam. So what is it that I have learnt? Because clearly the people who watch this video should understand that there are so many things that you can learn from me about what not to do rather than how to do and what to do. So what not to do is that please don't sacrifice your mains preparation at the cost of prelims. Make sure that you restrict your resources. Pick one good book for your subjects, that is for all the subjects of your GS and also for your optional, and read that diligently. There will be lots of people who will tell you that you have to read 2 to 3 textbooks for each and every subject. That is very good approach if you are starting very young, that is from 10th class or from your first year of undergraduation. It's a very good approach. That way you will your knowledge base or your expansive capacity is going to increase. But for people who start their preparation very late, and for people who are crunched for time, I think that is not a very suitable model. Stick to one good resource, go through the previous year questions and understand the demand of the examination and look at the contents of the book that you have to refer to and just lag jao. Okay, so just start. And next, choose your mentors also very wisely. There will be lots of resources which are available both offline and online, and they might make lots of proclamations about the success in the examination. But I think once you start talking to them and once you understand the circumstances and once you look at the success ratio, you will automatically get a you'll get a knack of the truth or the kind of originality or the sincerity of their intentions. So please be very careful in choosing your mentors. Even if you commit mistakes, there is nothing to feel very sorry about it. Please don't blame yourself in case of all the mistakes that you have committed. It's okay, it's absolutely fine. We are human beings, so we tend to commit mistakes, and the point is that it's okay to fall, but it's not okay to not rise. So you have to rise and you have to overcome your limitations. There will be a way to overcome your limitations. Just talk to people, talk to peers or talk to seniors, or otherwise talk to people who have cleared the exam, or talk to people who have shown, or institutes which have shown success. So just talk to them, find out where you are lagging and then go ahead. Always reach out to help, always reach out to help. I have committed the mistake of not talking to people during some years of my preparation. I was very much within a shell, and that is one of the reasons why I could not clear in the previous 5 attempts. And in addition to that, I think choose your optional really wisely. There will be lots of theories which will be going on, which optional is scoring and which optional is not scoring. So forget about all the myths. Think about the previous year questions, go through the previous year questions, have a general interest. You might have some general interest towards some topics. Let's suppose I have opted for Indian Foreign Service. So there will be lots of other people who opt for Indian Foreign Service as their first preference. So in the initial years, I thought I would become an administrative service officer only. So that is why I chose zoology. But in the later years, I have made up my mind because of my own aptitude and my own personality. I thought I should opt for foreign services, but I didn't change my optional. But there will be people who will have an understanding, a prior understanding of opting for foreign services. So for them, the natural course or the natural choice would be political science and international relations, although there are people who have taken up other optionals as well. So choose your optional really wisely. And next, I would like to say that there is there's nothing to be afraid of. Actually, everybody goes through the insecurities, everybody faces the fear of failure, but I think it's ultimately the love towards your life, it is the love towards your own capabilities, and it's the belief in your capabilities that is going to take you to different places. So in general, people who are strongly aware of their powers, strongly aware of their skills, are not afraid of failing, and they are not certainly afraid of civil services examination. Although they might be disheartened in the initial days of failure, they will definitely bounce back, they will definitely be resilient. There is nothing to be afraid of. Just go and give it all that you have got and you will definitely succeed. And in addition to that, always try to be somebody more than the exam itself. So one of the most inspiring persons for me is Sherlock Holmes, the fictional character. That is because there is one particular incident in the Creeping Man story wherein he is questioned by a professor. Sherlock Holmes is questioned by professor, saying that he basically asks where Sherlock Holmes is from. So Sherlock Holmes says that I stay in 221B Baker Street. So the professor says that he looks at his card and he says this is not a place that inspires confidence. That is, he basically says that Sherlock Holmes comes from a working place surroundings, which is not which is not meant for highly accomplished individuals. So then Sherlock Holmes immediately he rebukes, saying that professor, I don't need somebody else to inspire confidence in me, I have quite of it my own. So this is one of the lines that I always go back to in case of moments of doubt. So that is the level of confidence, and that is the level of perfection that one can always strive to attempt for. I'm not saying that we can all attain it in a lifetime, but at least the aim should be that one should always strive to attain something much greater than the civil services examination itself. So even if you clear the exam, what next? So it is not the end, it is the beginning of something much more important, something much more valuable. So if you become an administrative service officer, or if you become a police officer, or if you become a diplomat or a revenue service officer, what will you do? There will be thousands of them, or there will be so many of them already. So how is it that you can differentiate yourself? So don't stop your love for learning, don't stop aiming for the better in whatever that you do, and don't stop the diligence that you have maintained within you all these years. So I would like to say that think beyond the exam, and if possible read some non-fiction books whenever you have time, so that you can know what actually it means to have a well read trait in you. So that's what I would say. And the final learning is that just don't get depressed. There is nothing to be afraid of, especially failures in exam, because life itself is much more greater, life itself is much more unpredictable than UPSC exam. So be prepared, accept all the challenges that come your way, and be somebody who is understanding towards the issues of the world and of the fellow people in general, and just do what you can, and never be afraid to go and talk to people and to accept and to admit your mistakes, because that's a short way of at least doing the right thing. And be action oriented. That is one of the biggest ways to overcome your fears and insecurities. So if you have micro targets every single day, if you at least finish 40 to 50% of it, you have attained success for that day. Okay, just don't stop at limited successes, and understand that sky should be the limit and infinity should be the limit. All the very best. May God bless you all. Thank you so much.